Now that we've started to understand the differences in guilt, innocence, and honor-shame cultures, and see how they show up in the Bible, let's connect with honor and shame in your own life and express how you can use it in your testimony. We all experience honor and shame, but we may use different words for them. They go by many names: honor, glory, respect, recognized, acclaimed, esteemed, pride, brag, boast. We all want to look good in front of others and be recognized. That urge is the desire for honor. Instead of shame, we might say loss of face, disgrace, dishonor, mock, insult, humiliate, scandal, contempt, scorn. Shame is both the disapproval of others and an internalized feeling of unworthiness. It comes both from things we have done and what others have done to us. We have all let others down and failed to live up to expectations. Each culture uses honor and shame under various names as a kind of relational glue. It's in all of us. No one is 100% guilt-oriented, 0% shame, or the reverse. Honor and shame are all over Western culture. You have likely experienced shame in situations where there is scarcity. Only one student can be class president. Only one team can win the championship. The adolescent years, in particular, are typically more defined by sensitivity to the approval and disapproval of a peer group. The urge or dream to achieve a certain status is a form of honor-seeking. Failing to achieve that honor can make us experience shame. Social media is an honor-shame platform. We assert the best version of ourselves online. We post flattering photos of how we look and proud posts of what we did. In doing so, we assert our honor to an online community. If we get likes and positive comments, our honor goes up. If we get negative reactions or no reactions, we experience shame. As you look back again on how Jesus found you, think about how He saved you out of both your guilt and your shame. He lived up to God's perfect standard in a way you never could, and He took the shame of your sin on Himself and gave you a secure place in His family. As you share the gospel with people who are honor-shame oriented, it is very important that your testimony connects with them. Many people experience their brokenness more in terms of their failure to live up to their community's or family's expectations than in having broken moral standards. They want to hear that the gospel can address their shame. Here's an example. I was an excellent student and well-behaved, but the Bible showed me that I was a sinner, guilty of not living up to God's perfect standard. However, I was also experiencing a lot of shame. I wasn't a very good driver and caused several car wrecks as a teenager. These mistakes led to a great deal of embarrassment, which I did not know how to deal with. My parents were very disappointed in me. Losing some of their trust was incredibly difficult. But a friend shared with me that God's love for me was not conditioned on my performance. I wanted to know a God that would forgive me for my sin and love me regardless of my failures. So how can we share the gospel with someone from an honor-shame background? We'll explore that next. Here are some questions for further discussion. How important is it to you what other people think about you? Think about a time when you felt deeply embarrassed, ashamed, or excluded. How does the gospel speak to that experience? Consider your personal testimony. Does it address how God saved you from shame as well as guilt? How can you weave the power of God to save us in our guilt and shame into your own testimony?